Hello everyone, and welcome to HowFixIT. If your PS5's disk drive is not taking or reading disks, you're in the right place. First, I'll walk you through quick software fixes. If those don't solve the issue, we'll open the drive, inspect the load gears and rollers, clean the laser with the proper materials to restore reliable reading, and then reassemble and test it. If you encounter error messages like these, or any other disk read errors, try these quick fixes first. Reboot and power cycle. Fully shut down the PS5. Unplug the power cable for a minute, then plug it back in and test again. System software update. Update the PS5 firmware in settings and retest the same disk. Rebuild database in safe mode. Power off your PS5, then press and hold the power button until you hear a second beep to enter safe mode. Connect the controller via USB, press the PS button, then choose Rebuild Database. This won't delete games or saves, it just rebuilds the file index and can fix disk-related errors from corrupted data. Clear cache and reinstall from disk. Power off and unplug for a few minutes to clear cache. Then delete the problematic game from storage and reinstall it from the disk. If the disk and drive are okay, a clean reinstall often fixes crashes and can't read disk errors caused by corrupted installs. If these don't help, it's likely a hardware issue. Common signs of a failing drive include clicking from the drive, no spin-up, failure to grab the disk, or intermittent reading. In that case, the next step is to disassemble the disk drive, check the mechanism, especially if it's not picking up the disk, and clean the laser lens. This guide covers the 2022 revision of the original PlayStation 5. Check the model number on the bottom of your console. The code starts with CFI, followed by numbers and a letter. This video applies to models such as CFI 1215A or CFI 1216A and others. If you have a 2020 to 2021 model such as CFI 1015A or CFI 1116A, you can still follow this guide. Just note there may be minor differences in the console and disk drive disassembly steps. Before we get started, here's what you'll need. A screwdriver set with Torx T8 security and Phillips No. 1 bits, plastic opening tools and tweezers, isopropyl alcohol 90% or higher, and cotton swabs for proper laser cleaning. I've included links to all the tools in the video description below. I also highly recommend using a magnetic mat. The PlayStation 5 uses many screws of different sizes. Organizing them prevents mix-ups and makes reassembly easier. A magnetic mat helps you prevent them from getting lost, since they stay attached to the mat. It's a simple but very helpful tool when working on complex devices. Alright, let's begin. Place the console on its side with the disk drive facing up, lift the top left corner of the faceplate to unclip it, slide it to the right, and remove it. Peel up the wire cover, then disconnect the fan cable from the motherboard. Insert a spudger under the grill and remove it. Remove the 4 fan screws and lift the fan out. Throughout this service, keep track of each screw and make sure it goes back exactly where it came from to avoid damaging your console. Loosen the expansion slot cover screw and remove the cover. If you have an M2 SSD installed, remove it. Remove the 11 screws securing the case. There's a single screw hidden under the warranty sticker. Lift it with tweezers and remove the screw. Remove the top plastic cover. disconnect the optical drive ribbons. On the first connector, pull straight up. On the second cable, press the metal locking tab and pull the blue tab straight out. Remove the optical drive and set the PS5 aside. Now let's proceed to opening the disk drive. Remove all screws securing the top cover of the disk drive. Disconnect the 3 cables from the main drive board. Remove the 2 screws holding the board. Flip the board over and disconnect the last ribbon cable. Flip the drive and remove the 4 screws securing the upper cover with the disk loading mechanism. Pay attention to this mechanism if the PS5 won't pick up a disk or immediately ejects it. The disk jams halfway, or you hear repeated clicking as it tries to reset, or disk still won't load or eject properly even after laser cleaning. How it works and what to check. Main drive lever, black curved bar. It moves through slots and posts, rotating white cams and sliding guides to control gripping, lifting, locking, lowering, and ejecting. Check. No cracks or axle play, spring installed and returning to home, smooth movement with no sticking. Loading cam, large white circle on the left. Through slots and bosses, it phases the mechanism through no disk, loading, and disk locked. Check. No chips or damage. Easy travel with spring return, spring present, and no dried grease or debris in the tracks. Lower cam, smaller white disc, works in tandem with the upper cam to raise and lower the disc platform and control lower rollers for correct entry angle. Check. Integrity of cam, stoppers, and small levers. Smooth operation with spring return and no crunching or sticking. Center pressure node, white structure at the center. This presses the disc against the spindle when loaded. Check. Light spring action with smooth up and down travel. No bent tabs, impact marks, or distorted metal nearby. Sensor board, green PCB at top left. Optical and mechanical switches with plastic flags detect disc engaged, disc fully engaged, and home position. Check. No board cracks, sensor slots clean of grease and dirt, all plastic flags present and intact. Also check the metal chassis. The drive's edge seats into the lower shell. Bent metal will skew alignment and jam the mechanism. Check for bent areas or impact marks. Remove dust, hair, and lint along tracks and sensors. Let's move to the second half of the drive, where the laser lens module, load eject motor, and main feed roller shaft are located. On the left is the load eject motor with gearbox, a white block containing a metal motor and gears. In the center is the laser lens module, which contains the motor, laser, sled, and electronics. If the PS5 won't read discs but the loading mechanism works, this module is usually the culprit. Before cleaning the laser, clean the inside of the drive. Use a soft brush and a hand air blower to blow loose dust. Avoid using compressors or aggressive canned air up close. If dust remains, it will resettle on the lens and degrade reading. Use a cotton swab slightly dampened with 90 to 99% isopropyl alcohol. Do not use glass cleaner, water, paper towels, or anything abrasive. With very gentle motion, wipe the lens. Just touch the surface. Do not press. Dry with the clean side of the swab or let air dry for a few minutes. Cotton swabs can leave lint, so make sure the lens is clean. If basic cleaning didn't help, the most reliable fix is to replace the laser lens module with DEC. the spindle motor, laser, and sled all together. It's faster, safer, and usually more stable than trying to repair tiny parts one by one. You can see the model number KEM497AAA on the housing. The replacement module must match this number. For your convenience, I've included a link to the replacement laser lens module in the video description below. If your issue is loading ejecting rather than reading, inspect the load eject motor and rollers. The motor drives the lower roller shaft via white gears, which, together with the upper rollers, pull the disc to the laser. Check for chipped or worn gear teeth. Clean the rollers so they grip without slipping and rotate freely with no play or binding. Watch for glassy, overly smooth rollers and verify the red and black motor wires aren't pinched, broken, or frayed. Replace the load eject motor if the disc doesn't move at all or moves a few centimeters, then stops and retracts despite a free mechanism. Or if you see corrosion, rust on the motor can, oxidized contacts. Before assembling the disk drive, place the mechanism in the home position and only then close the drive. Check the edge gear from the side of the housing. It should be free to move. Ensure the plastic lever engages the tab in the large left cam. Manually cycle the mechanism. It should move smoothly with the large white cam. Ensure the two plastic tabs engage their slots, then secure the top mechanism cover with 4 screws. Connect the wide ribbon to the main drive board, flip the board, and secure it with 2 screws. Connect the remaining 3 cables to the board. Install the drive's top cover and secure it with screws. Reinstall the optical drive and reconnect both ribbon cables. Install the top plastic cover over the motherboard and secure the screws. Install the expansion slot cover and secure it with the screw. Install the fan, connect its cable, and secure 4 screws. Finally, slide the faceplate back on until it clicks. The PS5 is now fully assembled. Connect it, power it on, and test the disk drive. If it reads disks successfully, great job, the repair worked. If cleaning didn't help, you likely need a laser module or a full disk drive replacement. See my separate repair guide, link in the description below. If this guide was helpful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more repair tutorials. Visit our website for more tech insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. By the way, if you spilled a sugary drink on your PS5 controller and the buttons are sticking, check out my tutorial on cleaning and restoring the DualSense controller. For additional details, check out the useful links in the description below. Thanks for watching HowFixIT. See you next time.